All right, so if you're keeping up, we're talking about, basically I'm not just showing exercise, I'm showing exercises, but I'm showing routines too. When you put all these exercises together in a TV show, it's a workout. So it's a pull, it's a push, it's a leg exercise. I did a face pull and showed you the seated version, and I didn't mention why I like the seated version. Maybe I'll throw that in here. The reason I like a seated face pull instead of a standing face pull, I was showing off the stupid bench and forgot to mention it. Go back and watch that, stick this in there. Is because when you go heavy enough and you're standing, it wants to pull you over. You have to get all jacked up like this. When you're seated, lower gravity, you can use more weight. Y'all will figure that out. I have to trust my audience is smart enough to figure that one out. But anyway, this is, and I'm only doing this to kind of keep it linear and make sense to you. I'm using the same machine I used a minute ago. Now, to be honest with you, if I was doing this routine, I wouldn't use the same machine. I'd use the split cables I talked about, then come over here and then have, because I don't want to stop to change it. But most people don't have that ability. So this is a simple cable chest press. In this example, I want you as straight up as possible and pushing to where the handles kind of ride back under your chin, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And the reason is, when I'm putting together this routine in this example where we're doing a pull, a push, and leg exercise, the leg exercise doesn't matter. The only thing I try to do throughout a week is I'll go quad dominant, hamstring dominant, glute dominant. That's all that matters, that lower body part. When I'm doing the upper body, I'm trying to travel in the same plane of motion, pull or push. So we did a face pull. Well, I'm not going to do a press up here, but I am going to ride the press high, right? For example, if we had done a dip as a chin, close grip chin, which we did on the show, then I might use cables and I'd go in this motion, right? Because I'm trying to mimic the movement in both directions. Does that make sense? It's a very simple idea. But when I tell people that, they go, wow, I never thought of that. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not that simple. So we do the pull. We immediately go to the next station, or we adjust these cables. And again, this is not a power, don't get sloppy. You're controlling it out and controlling it back, and more control on the way back than out. So like if you want to explode some, but control it on the way back. Makes a big difference. This is HD 3000. These handles are very cool. I don't even have them on my website yet. I met this man a couple of years ago at the trade show, fell in love with his product. I'll make sure I talk about these. I'll show them in a box and everything. And then I'll put them on the thing. You want these handles. Whatever cable machine you're using, they are the bomb.